And would you have like thought like years ago that there would be a Red Bull out of Fuschel am See? Most probably not. So it's like also giving chance, giving luck a chance in some way. So maybe it's not Facebook, maybe it's not Google. We all might not know, and it doesn't need to be in the business-to-consumer internet online area. It could be in the energy drink or like furniture or whatever. And that's also what I believe so I believe entrepreneurship is not like by definition part of the media segment technology report. So it's not part of like any specific vertical, it's part of the business part of the magazines, it's part of the education part and the use like elements, it's part of the daily news reports. It's part of soaps, it's part of discussion groups. I haven't seen a group 2 for about like entrepreneurship and what can be done for startups. I mean, we might get them to do that, but it addresses basically as a very niche like part of the population.
I mean, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I mean, one of the problems I see is like people, you know, again, because we go so much across every region in Europe, we're not looking at what's happening next door. You know, what is Germany doing to help their startups, right? What's happening in Berlin? Or I was talking to someone about why can't you get the Austrian government to sponsor a 1-week trip to the Valley? Because the UK government does it. It's called Digital Mission, Web Mission. You know, they're all to South by Southwest or whatever, and you can work with the High Commission there or whatever it is. You know, why can't we do that, right? There's like 100 examples of something happening in France, in Germany, in the UK, in Scandinavia, and we just have to look not very far away, not always to the Valley.
An Austrian startup, what is a European startup, what is a global startup? So I quite don't get this question at all, actually. Because if you look at Charger, right, what is Charger? Is Charger an Austrian company? Or was it an Austrian company? Or is it an American-based company? Or an Israeli company? Or a Luxembourg company? Or what was it? Or a Japanese company? Or a Philippine company, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's kind of playing chess, right? And if you play chess, you know the rules, right? You know exactly what moves you can make, right? And if 2 people play chess, nobody complains about the rules, right? You know that the tower can move like this, and this figure can move like this, and this figure can move like this. And now our whole economical system here, I mean, it's just a matter of fact that I can raise funds easier in America, right? So why not establish an incorporation there, go there, get on a plane, it's not that expensive anymore, raise money there, right? Why not establish development team in Austria, wherever, or if I'm from Italy, I do it in Italy or in Berlin or whatsoever, right? Because as you mentioned before, there's different potential, different skill sets everywhere, right? For instance, in Silicon Valley, you will not find really good UI designers, right? And even if you go to the East Coast, to New York, you find better user interface designers. Or if you go even to Europe, you'll find excellent people for that, right? And if you go for backend and security, you go to Israel, for instance, because these guys are good at security, right? So rather than constantly complaining about rules, I would actually suggest like just play the game, right? Just play the game, waste the money here with my development team here, and pick the best stuff, put it together, and do it, right? Because Skype, for instance, another example, very successful company, right? Always a competitor at the beginning. So also some Scandinavian companies, right? And then of course they put like the American stamp on it, right? Charger the same, Austria. Then we went to America, but still we had a lot of people in Israel. And then offices in Luxembourg, right? And now I'm doing the same thing. And all the companies you guys mentioned before, they're all global, right? And there's like telecommunication tools. And there's tools to get in contact. I think it's actually, as an entrepreneur, it's really time to start thinking. I mean, it's not Austria, right? Of course, I cannot build a company and Google in Austria, solely in Austria, right? How should that work, right? I mean, there are 8 million people, right? And there was actually an Austrian Google, which was the name of this search machine. Forgot it already, right? Astronaut, right? Right? This was like the local Austrian Google, right? This was a little small, this Austria, right? So now, if you would have done it in Germany, it would have been 10 times bigger, right? If you would have done whatever, right? So think out, I mean, forget about these borders, move on, right? And just go global.